everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Meredith E Phillips. We are in the middle of writing a new book. I just started less than a week ago. We're on day 6, right? Something like that, 7, 6, whatever it is. I'm writing Regency romance and you're gonna watch if you want. You don't have to. But if you missed the last 2 vlogs, I'll link them below in a playlist. I am doing pretty well. My overall daily goal is to hit 2,000 words a day. So far, so good. We were barely getting it the last couple days, but it is now Saturday, the 20th of September, and I did sleep. I know that was the big cliffhanger at the end of the last vlog. I did in fact get some sleep last night, thank God. We're feeling pretty good. My goal though for today is not to push it. I'd love to get maybe 3,000 words today, 3,500, somewhere in there. That would be great. It would be very fun to hit 25,000 words total for this vlog, but we'll see where we end up. I'm currently at about 16,000 words. We just broke into Act 2 at the end of the last vlog, so that's where we are right now. I'm very excited about the scene that I started last time, yesterday evening, and I get to finish it out today. We're officially in the road trip section of the book. It's very exciting. I'm having a great time. I'm really loving the story. I'm loving the characters. I already have so many things I know I need to do, to fix this up in a draft 2, but we'll get to that several weeks from now. I have a little bit of an interruption first thing this morning. I haven't started anything yet. What time is it? Like 9 o'clock? It's almost 9 o'clock. I have to do a little bunny drop off. One of the foster bunnies we have is going on a little adoption date. They have adoption days where, they're like, here's the bunnies we have for adoption, come see them. And so people come and look at them. And so she has to go to be part of that today. She's going to be thrilled to be back in the carrier, but maybe she'll find her forever home today. Fingers crossed. After the bunny drop off, I think I'm going to go to the grocery store just real quick to grab a few things. So we won't get back here for a little minute. I also, whatever video you saw on Tuesday, it is currently Saturday, like I said, and I haven't done anything with that footage. I have 53 clips and they're just sitting completely unedited. So I do need to get to some editing today. And I also would like to keep reading in this behemoth and work on some more of the coursework for the copy editing class I started. So plenty to do this weekend. So anyway, I've got to go drop her off at the local bunny lady's house for that event. And then we'll be back here to this to get started. So let's go transport a bunny. All right, I'm back home. It's 11:34, almost lunchtime, so I am hungry, but I want to get started on the writing. Dropped off little Miss Bunny Girl, and she might not be coming back. So what this rescue does is when a family is interested in adopting a bunny, they'll send the bunny home with the family for a sleepover. They do a 2-week kind of trial run so the family can see, do they like this bunny? Is the bunny cool? Do they want to do this? And then after that, they make their final choice or whatever. And so there's a family that is interested in her, and if they want to take her home today to do this little trial run, they'll take her home. If for some reason they see her and they're like, "Ooh, no," then we'll get her back a little later this afternoon. But hopefully, fingers crossed, she'll be placed with a good family. So I'll let you know what happens there. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, try to write some amount of words. We'll see how far we can get in the next 25-30 minutes, and then I'll take a break to get lunch or something. So anyway, and remember my goal for today is like 3,000 words. I think that's a good goal. That's more than the normal weekday 2K, but nothing like too strenuous. So let's see what I can manage. All right, it's 3 o'clock. Listen, I'm only about 2,000 words in. I still need another 1,000 to hit my little whatever goal for the day. I'm just sort of like plodding along. I don't know. I had got the coffee. I was feeling a little tired. So I'm just like taking my time, schmooving through it, you know. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going because it's 3 o'clock. There's nothing else to do. This is the scene where they're creating their little game that they're gonna play throughout the whole road trip sequence. So that's what's happening at the moment, and I'm just gonna keep writing. So let's do another 1,000 words. I'd love to finish before 4 o'clock. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but let's see how far we can get. $3,001 words. So very happy with that. Finished before 4 o'clock. I was sprinting, okay? But I'm done. I really like how this scene is coming out. It's fun. And yeah, I think that's it. I did get a text message from the bunny lady. Sadly, little girl bunny did not go home with anyone today. So she's bringing her back here in like 40 minutes. So I need to go clean the bunny pen and be ready for that. But I think I'm going to be done for today. I will check back in with you tomorrow and we'll write some more words. Hello, happy Sunday. Let's write some words. It is 10:30. I spent the morning finishing up the previous vlog to this and posting it early for my patrons. Got that done. And now I'm gonna go do some writing. So I'm almost at 20,000 words, which is pretty dang good. If I can get another 3K today and then my usual like 2,000-ish on Monday, we'll hit 25,000 words, which would be pretty good. So that's not like I don't have to do that. There's no reason to push for that, but I did 3K yesterday and I got a later start than I did today. So let's go ahead and do some writing. Okay, I've been at this an hour. I did pass 20,000 words total, so that's good. I just now saw that. So yeah, I've written for an hour and I have 903 words so far for the day. So not too shabby. I'm gonna try to work another 30, 40 minutes and then grab some lunch around noon. And then I've got a Patreon live stream at 1. So I should get a good amount of work done during the live stream. But yeah, let's see. I can definitely hit 100 more words and get 1,000 for the day within the next 30 minutes. Wouldn't that be sad if I couldn't do even 100 words? But we're still like on the road trip. They're playing game. Henry is going to be a little sneaky in this scene and try to win. But yeah, so it's going good. I'm gonna keep going. All right, so that was a very successful stream for me. I am now at 3,109 words. So I've hit my goal for the day. I'm right in the middle of a very good scene. I'm very much in the middle of, like, I'm in it. So I'm probably gonna finish that out, but it's a little after 3 o'clock now. I don't have that much more to go in the scene, but let me finish that real quick and then I'll be done for today, probably. Probably do a little more reading in that chunky book back there for that copy editing class. But let me finish this up. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm very happy with that. I don't know if I'm gonna hit 25,000 words by tomorrow. I would have to have a big chunky word day for that. We'll see, but for today, I'm gonna be done. I'll see you on Monday. Good afternoon, happy Monday. I'm back. I am gonna try to finish out this vlog for you today. I know at the beginning I said maybe I'll hit 25,000 unless I have a massive, like, epiphany or something. That's not the right word, but a massive amount of productivity in the next, like, 30 minutes. I don't think that's happening. I got 1,100, almost 1,200 words this morning, so that was good. But overall, I'm still at 23,600. So I'd have to write like another 1,500 words. I just don't know if I have that in me today. I've had like a low grade headache all day. We love when that happens. So anyway, I'm going to try to hit my 2,000 words. I only need a little over 800 words to do that, which I can do that. We can do that, no problem. I'm in the middle of a fun scene. We're finally meeting one of the other widow characters. My two main characters, Henry and Celia, have arrived in London and they're meeting with this woman. She's going to come along with them. So yeah, I mean, all of these scenes are so fun. I'm just enjoying them a lot. And we're getting a little backstory on Margaret. We're getting, that's the new widow character. And we're getting more sort of hints on Celia's backstory. That was one thing. Oh, I will say this. When I was outlining, my main female character, Celia, has like a scandalous past. And it was going to, I couldn't decide as I was outlining, should the scandalous past be a secret from the other characters in the story and the reader? Or should the reader be clued in pretty early on as to what her scandalous past includes, but it's only a secret to the other characters in the novel? And I was like, I could not decide because I feel like there's pros and cons to each way of doing it. And I thought, I'm just going to start the book and we'll see what happens. And so far, it's a secret to the reader and to the other people in the novel. So I don't know if it'll stay that way. It would be easy at certain points to explain like what happened. But for the moment, it is a mystery to everyone except Celia and Margaret. Margaret also knows, but like the main male character doesn't know, and none of the people in this little village that she's moved to know anything about it. Anyway, so that's where I am, and I'm going to try to write 900-ish words, a little less, to hit 2,000 words, and then we're going to have to make dinner, and we'll be done with this vlog. So let's get some words done. Hey, editing Meredith here. I debated whether I should keep this next little part in the vlog or not, and I decided to share it because I've talked about this a bunch of different times and I happened to catch it on camera. If you followed me for a while, you know that Jade has some various behavioral issues, and one of the things that has been difficult to fix, it's not really fixable, but it's something called sleep startle. Now, a lot of dogs have this, and basically if it's a normal case of sleep startle, what will happen is a dog will fall asleep, and when they wake up, they might like lightly growl at somebody if there's somebody else in the room with them. But then that's basically it. They wake up fully, they see that it's just the people they know in the room, and they're totally fine. Jade has severe sleep startle. And what used to happen is if she fell asleep and woke up and saw you in the room, she would run at you and try to attack, like biting, clawing, the whole thing. Over the last year or so, it's gotten better, but I still don't really want to have it happen. So if she's in the room here with me, I have to be really vigilant about making sure she's not laying down and trying to fall asleep. And in this case, I must have just not realized that that's what she was doing, but you'll see here in a minute what happens when she falls asleep and wakes up. Jade, sit, snacks. What happened? Sit. I was just sitting here. You were chewing on your snack? What happened? What happened? Do you need a different kind of snack? You were having a good time. Was it delicious? What happened? Anyway, that's what happens when Jade gets mad. I really don't know what happened. She was on the floor and I'd given her, I don't know if you can see it down there, I'd given her like a chew bone and she was chewing on it. I could hear her chewing on it, which means she's obviously awake. Maybe she stopped and laid down. I don't know, but she jumped at me. She was right here at my chair. You can hear her still like barking out in the living room. I closed the door. She doesn't, I locked her out. She doesn't like that. Anyway, she must have fallen asleep in like 2 seconds and then woken up and seen me and ran at me. A year ago, if that had happened, she would have been trying to bite my arm. As it was, she just was screaming at me from like right here. And I was saying the thing that usually snaps her out of it, or at least helps like calm her down, is if you say words that are very interesting to her, like snacks or car. So that's why I was saying snacks. Yeah, anyway, fun times. Let me finish this up. I'm still only at 1,400 words. I hadn't gotten very far. I guess we're on for an after dinner writing sprint. It's fine. I have one last portion of this scene to finish and then I'll be done with it, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna get 400 more words, but I've got to put dinner in the oven. I have to do a bunch of chopping and then put it in the oven for like 30 minutes. So maybe we'll come back here during that bake time and finish this up. See. Okay, it's 7:38. I'm at 2,179 words for the day. My total overall is sitting at 24,639 words, which means I'm less than 400 away from 25K, but my head is hurting so bad. I'm not doing anything else today. And I'm not gonna do anything else for this vlog. I think we're about done here. So I'll be back on Friday with more vlogging goodness, or Tuesday. When is this one going live? This one's going live on Friday, allegedly. I'll see you on Tuesday for the next one. But for now, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, you can click the subscribe button. I usually post videos on Fridays, but while I'm drafting, I'm gonna post twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.